Special Counsel John Durham testifying before the House today, and his testimony was compelling. There is no doubt in my mind there was a coordinated attempt by federal authorities and Democrats to stop Trump from being elected president. There was also no doubt in my mind that the deep state tried to stage nothing short of a coup.
And let me stop you. When the FBI opened Crossfire Hurricane, that's the issue at hand, it did not have any information that anyone in the Trump campaign had ever been in contact with Russian intelligence officials. Isn't that right?
As we wrote in the report, we talked to the director of the CIA, the deputy director of the CIA, the director of NSA, and people within the FBI, and there was no such information that they had in their holdings at the time they opened Crossfire Hurricane.
And this is the weaponization of the federal government to take down conservatives.
Our findings were sobering. I can tell you, having spent 40 years plus as a federal prosecutor, they were particularly sobering to me. A number of my colleagues who spent decades in the FBI themselves, they were sobering.
All right. Durham also landed knockout punches against Democrats who questioned his reputation and his integrity. Take a look.
You have a good reputation. You had a good reputation. That's why the two Democrats supported you. But the longer you hold on to Mr. Barr and this report that Mr. Barr gave you as special counsel, your reputation will be damaged. As everybody's reputation who gets involved with Donald Trump is damaged, he's damaged goods. There's no good dealing with him because you will end up on the bottom of a pyre.
My concern about my reputation is with the people who I respect, and my family and my Lord. And I'm perfectly comfortable with my reputation with them, sir.
Good for you, Mr. Durham. Good for you, sir. It was compelling television, no doubt. But what now? Well, I concur with Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who said that individuals at the highest levels of government attempted to overthrow democracy when they illegally weaponized the federal government against Donald J. Trump. This criminal abuse of power went all the way up to the Oval Office, where President Obama and then Vice President Joe Biden were in on it from the very beginning. This one is an unlawful attempt by the politicized FBI and DOJ to meddle in our elections. The American taxpayers spent millions of dollars on this investigation. So why haven't indictments been handed down? Where is this day of reckoning? When will the Republicans release the Kraken? And why has the FBI not been defunded and dismantled? Yes, the rank-and-file agents are good and decent patriots, but the leadership has made the FBI unsustainable. The foundation has rotted to the core. The American people deserve to know if President Trump was the victim of this attempted coup, and if so, the guilty parties should face the full force of the law. All that to say, the Durham report is damning. It exposed a deep state attempt to thwart the will of the people. High-ranking FBI officials and high-ranking politicians ought to be arrested and frog-marched to the courthouse. Enough is enough. We're tired of just indignation. We're tired of the hearings. It's time to hold people accountable. And where does President Trump go to get his good name back? Hillary and the FBI wanted you to believe that Trump was a traitor to his nation. They tried to influence your vote. But the time for grandstanding is over. And at the very least, the Republicans owe it to Trump to do the right thing, make it right, and hold them all accountable. Now, I know the Republican leadership might worry about whether or not they're going to get reelected, but they need to worry about whether or not they will deliver on their campaign promises. Just remember this: our vote sent you to Capitol Hill, and our votes can bring you right back home.